G'day people. Well, the plan is a quick night out at Lake Clarendon, then going to take the back road all the way down towards Grafton and spend a bit of time down on the Man River. Houston, we have a problem. Have a look what I've seen from overnight. Gasket all been eaten away. Gasket all been eaten away. Can't see anything gotten into any of the biscuits and stuff. So I don't know what the hell's going on here. It's funny how it's all been chewed out and then deposited inside. Looks like mouse or rats or something, but it certainly was not there last night when I went to bed, so it's all happened overnight. Now I've replaced the canopy door gasket and also using the old one, which is I've only been on for a couple of months. I replaced the side door gasket, so I've got a better seal on that now too. So it wasn't a total loss. Then I got a call from one of your mates, and he's up at Kinkuna, a bit worried about getting out in the soft sand up there. So I've left Grafton and heading north, and try and go up there late tonight, and that way the temperature will be much cooler on the road. Anyway, let's get into it. Well, as you can see, that wheel was completely under the mud in there. There's a huge big hole just on this side here. Front went in, sat on the diff. Front wheel was completely under. Water up to the, well, water up to there in the headlights. The other side was not too bad. Anyway, had the winch out, but we're out. Now we're going to try and wash off some of this mud. Good morning, people. Well, after last night's drama, I'm out on the beach and I've just finished wiping all the mud off the solar panel so I can get some power back into the car. Well, this side's not too bad because it wasn't very far under, but the other side, I'll show you the high tide line. Right along there, that's how deep it went. Now I've got a whole heap of crap in here, and the belt's come off, so I'm hoping it's not too much more dramas. Yeah, I've got to get under there and get round here. See the belts come off. So I'll have to check to see whether that pulley's okay down the bottom. And try and adjust it enough to get it on. You can see all the mud all over the air cleaner and everything, and all through the radiator, all over the motor. Because it was all just sitting in the mud. You can see high tide line in the across the radiator there. Yeah, wasn't fun trying to get into, where are we, into there. That's where the connector is for the handpiece for the winch controller. So that was all underwater, or under mud. It's real easy to get your hand in there to connect that up, and you can't see anything. Well, as I say, all part of the fun. Alright, looks like it was just debris that got in around the belt on the air compressor, which forced the belt off the groove. So I've actually got the belt back on again, and I guess see if I've got enough power to actually start this thing up and see if it charges. Woohoo, she's charging. Just done a whole lot of jerking and carrying on to try and get this clutch to free up, and it's finally freed up, so we're back in business again. Woohoo! Feels just like normal. This morning I escorted Cam and Jan out, so we had no hassle getting out. Sand was pretty soft, but made it through no problem. And I've come back in again and come to a different campsite, just because it's something different. Hey, not a bad little spot to camp. I think I'm getting too old for these shenanigans. Well, up and at 'em. Time to end this episode. So I'll see you on the next adventure.